Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a study with me for uni, and this is actually a collab with two of my biggest study inspirations, Rhiannon and Laura, so I will leave a link in the description box to their videos and their channels, so please go and give them lots of love because they honestly deserve it so much. So on this day I actually only had one lecture, which was at 9 AM, so I had the rest of the day to do whatever I wanted, so I did a bit of studying, as you can tell. So what I did was just get everything out of my bag and put on some music because I literally can't work without music, it just doesn't work for me. So yeah, I was just basically setting up for the rest of the afternoon. So the very first thing I did was get out my lecture notes from that day, so I could basically just go over them and make sure that I understood it all, and I got out my highlighters so I could highlight all of the key information, and I feel like I just over highlight, but it just helps me and I just love a colour. So as you can see, I highlight in two different colours. I highlight all of the key words in one colour and then just key information in another, just because I feel like it just makes everything stand out more and it's just easier for me to understand. So once I had finished highlighting, I got out some plastic wallets and filed away my work just to keep everything nice and neat in my folder, and I just find that plastic wallets are my lifesaver, and yeah, that's basically just what I was doing here. So as you can see, I colour code my notes, so everything in one module has one particular colour scheme and anything in another has a completely different one, just so I can access everything easily. So the next thing I did was got out my iPad, and on here I have an amazing app called Graphio, and I make all of my mind maps on this app and it's just literally the best thing ever. So I just got out my wireless keyboard and started making a mind map for the first module that I just completed, so that I could revise everything and have all of my notes in one place. So on this particular day I just decided to summarise one of my lectures just because I felt like that would be the most productive, and I just put my iPad away and I'd basically finished with that for the day. And then I just decided to have a mini break, so I made myself a cup of tea because I just love having cups of tea whilst revising. I just feel like I get a lot more work done, so that's basically what I was doing here. I just went into the kitchen and made myself a drink, and I also got some biscuits whilst I was there. So I just brought this back into my room so that I could get on with a little bit more work, and yeah, as you can see I'm basically loving my biscuits here, but yeah, that's basically what I did in my break. So the next thing I decided to do was to make some revision cards on statistics because I literally struggle with it so bad, and I feel like flashcards are the best way to revise something like that. So I was just making some flashcards of what we'd done in the lecture that week, and basically just summarising everything and helping me to understand everything so much better, because honestly maths is the bane of my life. So once I completed the flashcards, I just went over with my highlighters again, and these are just so pretty because they're pastel colours and you just can't beat pretty notes. I'm obsessed. So yeah, I was just basically doing that and reading over the cards and just helping everything to go in. I was repeating everything to myself, and I feel like this is just the best way to learn something like statistics. So as you can see, I was just carrying on with writing out my flashcards just so I could get as much done as possible, and yeah, I was basically just doing exactly the same process as before, and here is a close-up of what my flashcards look like after. So as you can see, I decided to pack everything away and finish for the day, and that's basically my study with me for this particular day. And if you do want to see any more, then please let me know, and I'll see you soon. Bye!
I don't know what you've been told, but this guy right here's gonna rule the world. Yeah, that is where I'm gonna be, because I wanna be.